Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd do a little chat about this thing. Which, for those of you who don't know, is the A500 Mini from Retro Games Limited. So yeah, I'm not going to start talking about the. There are 11 bazillion videos about this thing already. Here's a Raspberry Pi 4. Oh look, there's a Raspberry 4. Oh look, there's a ton of original Amiga games for that Amiga 500 you can't see out frame. Or there's my Mr. FPGA. First of all, looks cool. Obviously the keys don't work. And we know there's metal weights inside that hold it down. It's running Amiberry. The Amiga boards have been alive with questions and people going on and on about it. My kids like it. It's fine. I don't think it's really for me. I mean, I've got original hardware, a Mr. FPGA. I've got the Pi 400 here with Pi Storm with Pi Amiga on it. Looks cool. So my kids, as I said, my kids like it. Game selection. So what's built in? There's 25 built in, plus there's one freebie you download from their website currently. So the game selection's a bit. So we got. I'm just going to go through them. Another World, great. Zool, that's good. Worms, yeah, it's really good. Pinball Dreams, yes. Simon the Sorcerer, yes. Sentinel, never really played. Alien Beat 3D, doesn't play that great. F-16 Combat Pellet, doesn't play that great. Battle Chess, it's Battle Chess. Stunt Car Racer, for me, it's Alien Braid Special Edition 92, yeah, it's pretty good. Dragon's Breath, never played. Speedball 2, played a lot of that. Cadaver, it's okay. Kickoff 2, not my kind of thing. Paranoid 90, nope. All Terrain Racing, yep. Quack, yep. California Games, yep. Chaos Engine, oh hell yes. Titus Fox, it's alright. Lost Patrol, it's alright. Arcade Pool, prefer Jimmy White's, but hey ho. Project X, which I think that's the special edition, that's pretty good. And Supercars 2. Right. I love this. The 500 Mini is compatible with hundreds of classic Amiga games. In brackets, games must be legally obtained. Yeah. Yeah. It's 100 and I think these are £120 now. I think I got mine a bit cheaper because I pre-ordered it months ago. As per usual in the crazy retro gaming world, people are obsessed with serial numbers. Oh, I've got 763. People obsessed by who's got the low serial number. I never understood this obsession with fucking serial numbers. Who cares what serial number people have got? They were all made, relatively recently. There's not some massive gap in manufacturing or... Anyway. It's a Christmas present or birthday present for a gaming enthusiast. I mean, like it or not, retro is mainstream now. I was in the car with my wife today, and I heard an advert for Visa, as in Visa payment systems, and they were talking about whether it's modern gaming or retro gaming that you like. I'm like, Visa had an advert about retro gaming. So, you can add games easily-ish currently. So, you have to download a package from their website, you bung it in a USB drive, throw it in, and then the games currently have to be in .lha format. So HDFs don't work and ADS currently don't work. Maybe they're working on a firmware update. I'd imagine they will be. I'd imagine there'll be later other firmwares where they will add additional games. I know people have already started 3D printing little disk drives. I know some people got a really cool looking 3.5-inch floppy looking USB pen drive. Does use USB-C for power, which I do like. It works well enough. My kids have played with that a wee bit. I quite like it. It's fine. I've installed a few games. I guess it's running Amiberry. Shufflebot Cafe is usually my go-to because that has some specific errors, which this has, same as other versions of Amiiberry. The sound isn't right, and there's some graphical glitches, so I know exactly what I'm looking at. I've watched a ton of videos. There's one guy who's figured out how to get it to boot to access the Amiiberry menu, so you can load other stuff. As he says in his video, if you're doing that and you're getting that kind of stage, you'd be better for one of these. And to be fair, you probably would be. If you're messing about trying to get weird stuff to load, yeah. I mean, I've got newer stuff I'd like to try. I own Wiz Quest, the Quest of the Magic Lantern. I bought that. I bought Black Hawk Dawn Rebirth. I cannot currently get them to work because I don't have LHA format, which it's not for, as I said, it's not for crazy retro collectors. It's for the casuals who maybe had an Amiga growing up and they want to play some games, and the selection is fine. It's fine. I've already seen people, oh, what's a system fuzzy? What's a system fuzzy? It's like, what does it fucking matter? That's not meant for that. But the Amiga, I would say, is one of the more passionate retro communities where people are a bit passionate. Yes, let's just say the word passionate rather than anything else. So, reset, power, reset stroke power, USB-C power. Doesn't come with a power supply, it comes with a cable, so you need a bit of power brick on the end of it. Standard HDMI, which is fine, and 3 USB ports, so one for the controller, one for the mouse, and a spare one for that. I know there are people apparently already working on making this real. It's like, really? Even if they did press, they are very small. I know people want a maxi, like the C64 maxi, which was so full-size C64, but the problem is an Amiga 500 is a lot bigger than a C64. I mean, I've got one on the wall across there. It's big. In fact, it's that big. All for those of you who are wondering, that's a period mod. That is a manual ROM switcher, so I can go between 3.1 and 2.04. I don't think they're going to make a maxi version of that. It's just too big. There's a lot of plastic in there, and I know if they made it, but smaller, people would moan because they wouldn't be able to buy the cases to do things with, or get new Amiga keyboards or something like that. You know. They could do a 600 maxi, but then you don't have the numeric keypad, and then people would moan that they don't have a numeric keypad, that some games require. It's like, while not perfect, I mean, just out of interest while I'm rambling here, Amazon.co.uk, since I'm in the United Kingdom, so it's a Pi 400, so that's a Raspberry Pi 400. £89, 70, about 90 quid with a power supply for a Raspberry Pi 400, and then you need obviously a micro SD card, make sure you have that, and then a micro HDMI cable. It's not dear, so you know, maybe say £100 all in, plus a mouse, and then a controller, which most people already have. So you're getting into, but then this does a hell of a lot more than that. You know that this is a computer. Like you can this isn't just a hobby toy anymore. This is a full computer. You can do things like this, web browsing and stuff, and YouTube is fine. It's really good for that. Whereas this is just a nice toy that looks really pretty. I don't know. There's been so many videos done about it. I mean, I don't really want to get into the company, the people behind it, and copyright claims on certain YouTubers, and the reason that it's, it doesn't actually say Amiga or Commodore on the box for very good reasons. If you know anything about the sordid history of what happened to those names after post Commodore, it's a mess and continues to be a mess. See, it's in multiple languages, so in fact, it's weird that the one I have. Maybe I'm just used to being English being the first language on the box rather than the. EC adapter not included. 25 games plus the one you get free, which is from the website, which is the name escapes me. I'll find out right now. Do the bonus game. It is Citadel. A game I've not really spent very much time with. I think it's an isometric game. Again, I'd like to put ADFs or HDFs on this. I've got an image of my own Amiga 1200 hard drive that I'd like to try. I'd imagine there'll be firmware updates coming that might allow this. They haven't really, it's only been out, what, a few weeks now. Five volts at an amp, you could power that off a bloody battery bank if you had to. Be nice if you're going away on holiday and you want something to play with the kids, or something for a playroom, or like if you had an Amiga as a kid and then you picked it up at Christmas or something. I think it'll get used more than my Commodore 64 Mini. And I do like the look of it, and I'm sure people will be buying them at some point to modify them to put Raspberry Pis in them or whatever. But then this is just a ramble about it. People have, if you start going into significant crazy detail, maybe the device is not for you, and you should maybe move on. Like a lot of these mini consoles, people just buy them to collect and put on the shelves. I mean, I've got a few. I've got the SNES, the NES, the PlayStation 1, the 64 one. It's shelf filler. I hate to admit, the shelf filler. Anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts below, because every video I've seen there's been really heated arguments, and I know some of the Amiga groups are going absolutely ape shit and they want to kind of ban discussion about this, because obviously Commodore's only real hardware and you can't have new people in the hobby. No, I mean, who's going to start buying £1,000 Amiga 4000s? Anyway, I hope this video made sense. Ramble over. Bye bye.